Hi and welcome to Makeup440plus. So this is still part of my collab with Michelle. Her link will be in the bottom for her prom high-end colourful look. I did my eyes first simply because of the fallout factor. So now I'm going to do the rest of my face and show you, if I can talk and think and do at the same time, lips, foundation, blush, etc. So what I'm going to start with is my Too Faced Poreless primer. So mainly I'm going to give that a bit of a shake, it's a bit watery. One thing to remember when you're using skin products, especially things like bases and things, it's very important not to mix like water-based with silicone based or the other way around, because what will happen is it won't actually work. So if you're going to be using silicone based foundation, you need to be using silicone based products underneath. So for your poreless or any primer that you put down, you definitely want it to be the same, so silicone and water, because they don't mix and you'll end up having foundation that sits oddly on your face. The other thing I'm going to be using, which I absolutely love, is this sparkle tinted under makeup primer by Laura Geller. So I'm just taking that on. This is just a e.l.f. stippling brush, but I like it because it just puts it on, and so I just stipple that basically all over my face and then just run that all over the top of the pore filler that I've put on. And it's another primer, but it's got the slightest shimmer to it, so this gives and helps that natural glow to your skin, that dewy sort of finish. And I have oily skin, which means I have to powder and all that, but this still gives that beautiful glowy finish to your skin. So you don't need much. I didn't even put a pearl size drop on and with that brush, and it just gives you that beautiful dewy finish. As for my foundation, I am going to be using my MAC Studio Fix foundation, and I always use my buffing brush from Real Techniques. I just love the finish it gives. To me it gives a real airbrush finish. As you can see, when I shake up my foundation, it just has a little bit in the top, and basically I just touch my brush in and then spot that all over my face, and that really is enough, I find, to get a really good finish. So just going to buff that in circular motions and make sure that any pores or discoloration in my face, including my psoriasis, is covered. And don't forget to bring it down your neck. So I don't know about you guys, but I get open pores around my cheeks, beside my nose, on my nose, and I also get some around my mouth, which I don't enjoy. Now for this time that I might have gone a bit light on, so, and being that this is for prom and you want it to be perfect and not go anywhere, I'll just go in with a tiny bit more. I do like this foundation because it's buildable. So you can get a fairly light coverage if you want, or you can go for a heavier coverage simply by adding that top layer. Now for those of you that are new to my channel, I do normally have hair, but I did shave for a cure for the leukemia foundation. So of course if you have hair you would style it rather differently to mine, but I can't do a lot with mine like this. So just making sure that I've got that all over my face and haven't missed anywhere, and just patting it and stippling it to ensure that I'm getting that airbrushed flawless finish that you're looking for. Because although you've got foundation on, you don't want it to look like, you still want it to look like skin. I'm just checking in my magnified mirror so that I have not missed anywhere, so that when I show you guys and go, see, you don't go, you missed a spot. So that's already given me a really even tone base. Some of my psoriasis is bleeding and it's not sticking to it, so there's not a lot I can do about that. The more I try and get it to stick, the more it makes it bleed. So unfortunately I just have to leave it like that, which I don't love, but excuse me, I've got something on my tongue. Now I'm going to go in with Ooh La La from Benefit, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit of this under each eye. And then I am taking my Real Techniques, and do you think I can ever remember the name of this brush? This is the contour brush, and I'm just going to gently pat that in. You can use your finger if you like, under my eye. I might even do a second lot of that, just bring it down a little bit further. If I hadn't have put it away, that would have been handy. I have a habit of putting everything back as soon as I've finished it, so just put a tad more on, just to give you that lighter look under your eyes. And again, just stippling that and blending it so that my eye shadow is clean and crisp. And that is Suki, because I'm in the bedroom with the door closed and she's outside the door crying. So that's just given me under my eyes a bit brighter. So what I then do is I use my Candlelight Too Faced, and very lightly, just one swipe, I just go over and powder and set that. And it helps brighten and lift under my eyes. Just adds a bit of lift. So that's that one. Next I'm going to go in with my Laura Geller Bright and Balance foundation. If I could talk, I can't think because I can hear my puppy crying. And I'm just going to use my e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm just going to start off by just stippling that on my face so that I don't disturb any of the foundation to start with. And as you can see, that psoriasis, I'm managing to cover that with the powder, which is good. Excuse me for a minute, I'm about to yell, babe, yeah. I'm just, Suki's outside the door crying. Sorry, Suki is outside the door crying. Thank you, my darling husband's going to go and get Suki. So then I'm just going to blend and make sure that there's no loose powder anywhere, and that I've got that flawless airbrushed skin. So there we go, except for my bags from lack of sleep. But most of you who are going to prom won't have bags like this. So I'm just going to touch up my eyes. So I'm just going to use this Miranas product, and I'm just going to use a little bit of it in the corner of my eye because I've now put the powder down just to brighten that inner area and make sure that it's still bright and light on the inside of my eye. And then if I can find my brush, which I, in all cleverness, I think I put away. Excuse me for a second, reaching as I always do. I thought I had everything I needed. I'm just going to go back in with the Bare Essentials ID. This is in that diamond colour, because I just want to ensure that my inner eye is that beautiful, bright, open colour. So I'm just putting a tiny bit of that on this brush and just ensuring that that inside of my eye is nice and awake and the sheen has not gone out of it now that I've powdered and put foundation down. So yep, happy with that. Okay, next thing I do, which is always a cheat, is you will have seen me do this before, the Physician's Formula. I like this because it just means that I'm doing contouring and highlighting all in one, basically. So I'm just doing that on each cheek. Poor Suki's trying to find me. And then I am going to go in with NARS, and I'm just going to use Orgasm. You will have all seen this colour. I think this would be beautiful for prom, just because it's got that glowy. I'm just using a stippling brush, but it's got that beautiful glow to it, and you really want your skin to just have that beautiful glow and warmth. So just building that up as light as you need it. If you're fair skinned, you know, you might only need one go, but because I'm more medium to dark, I go in a bit heavier and then just blend that out, even taking a little bit up to your temples. And then I am going to go back in with that same beautiful shimmer that I've used on the inside and just run that on the tops of my cheeks and the tops of my brows, just to give me a bit of sheen and a bit of glow, just on the tops of both cheeks. And this is a tapered highlight brush, the F35 from Sigma. So just to add that, and then one last thing I'm going to do just with my finger is I'm going to just run a bit of that above my Cupid's bow, just to highlight there, and anything that's left I'm just going to run in the center of my bottom lip. Now the other thing that you don't want to be doing too much of when you're at prom or anything like that is retouching your lips if you can help it. So I'm going to be using this NYX lip pencil. It's called Never, so which I need to sharpen, of course. Sorry about that, trying to keep this quick. So just going to mainly run this on the outside of my lips, because I want to do a ombre style lip with this look. because if I did a nude lip I would look really washed out. So really just running that, as you can see, on the outsides, and then just going to line my Cupid's bow and the outside, and just rub my lips together so it's not obvious when my lipstick wears off. Now these are Mirror Nest lip colours, but basically you'll be able to see by the colours, you can choose whatever colour lipstick you like. This is sort of a beautiful sort of rosy pink colour. So I'm going to put this on the outside. Where I've put that built up NYX pencil. And then on the inside I'm going for this lighter colour. This is called Twilight, and you'll be able to see it's just a really beautiful sheer shimmery pink, and I am going to put that on the inside of my lip. I have one piece of dry skin, even though I exfoliated my lips today. So that sort of gives you that ombre. I always manage to get a hair. That gives you that ombre look. Now if you want to, you can go back in and add just a touch more of that shimmer on your bottom lip, just to shimmer it up and bring a bit more attention to your lips. So last and not least, definitely something I'm going to do, this is my Scandinavia setting spray. So it helps if I do it with my eyes closed and my mouth closed, and I'm just going to let that dry off, and this is my finished look. So yeah, it's obviously very damp at the moment because I've got the Scandinavia. I'll just quickly grab a palette and dry it off. Used to have a fan in the other room that I did my makeup in, and I could just quickly put my face in front of it and it would dry it off beautifully, but this is a little trickier. Done. So there you can see the finished look. So very glowy sort of skin, just healthy and radiant looking. Certainly none of it detracts from the eyes. The lip colour is subtle but adds still a bit of oomph so that it doesn't give you that washed out look. If you're like me and you're a bit darker and you need that bit of lip colour just to pull off, you know, those lighter colours and shades and such. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm really happy with that. Oh, bad me, forgot most important thing. Terrible. Eyebrows, ladies, forgot. Okay, Illamasqua, what have we got? This is Thunder, and I am just going to go in, if I can find my brush. I've got all my spoolies, and do you think I can find the spoolie with the little brush on the end? So I'll use my Real Techniques eyebrow brush for what it's supposed to be used for. Just go in and no editing. See? Just shows that you forget even real things, just like normal people do. No guru, just a girl at home sitting and doing her makeup and trying to give you ideas, same as everybody else. So fill in those eyebrows better, and then using a clear, was there a second ago, I'll use my gel, can't find my clear one, it'll jump out at me when I'm finished. So just going in with my Mirror Nast one and running that gel through to set those. And also just a couple of really quick tips, girls. If you're going to prom, make sure that you get your eyebrows waxed, you know, 2 days before prom, not the day before. Things like if you're going to have a facial, make sure that's a couple of days before as well, not the day before, you know, 2 or 3 days, just to give your skin time to settle down, because you don't want to have a reaction to something and, you know, have your skin not looking its best for the day. So yeah, that's my colourful high-end look for prom. Hope you like it. Don't forget that you can change these colours to whatever you like to match what it is that you're wearing. So just because I've done these greens and teals and blues doesn't mean that you can't do something with a little bit more colour. You can do pinks or purples, or, you know, whatever colour you want to. So this is just an idea of how to apply it and a couple of colours. So hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to check out Michelle's video, which is in the down bar, and please subscribe to her channel because she does some fabulous looks, and she's got totally different bone structure to me, as I've mentioned before, and totally different eye shape, so it gives you a fabulous idea on how to see this, you know, makeup done on somebody with a totally different eye shape as well. So hope you all enjoyed. Hope you're having a great time. If you've liked this video, please give it the thumbs up, and I will talk to you all again really soon. Take care. Bye.